Hey guys, Davison here. Welcome to One Nightly Question, where I answer one of my viewers' questions during the nighttime. Not necessarily regularly. Haven't been doing this regularly, and I apologize for that. But I'm back, and basically how it works is you ask me anything you want in the comment section down below, and I will pick one lucky commenter to answer. If I don't answer you this video, feel free, or the next video, feel free to ask me the question again. And I always shout out everybody who asks questions regardless of whether or not I answer their questions. So shout outs to Trilby McTip, Lister's Mate 2, Willie FF7, Ride Clutch, Randy Gray, Steven Salmon, and Sean Moore. Hello everyone. I know it's been a while because I kind of have been focusing more on my other two channels, Regoat This and LOL Perv, so I haven't been spending as much time here. Plus, I'm trying to change sort of the direction of this channel. I wanted to turn it more into a beauty channel a little bit, but I don't know if that's entirely me, to be honest. I think I'm going to keep doing the beauty segments because I like them, but I think that I shouldn't have given up on my other content that works well, because to be honest, the content that works the best on this channel is when I respond to trending news items or when I'm funny. And barring that, you know, I'm spending, say, 12 hours to make a video that you guys don't necessarily want to watch, and that doesn't get any views. So it's kind of a waste of my time, so to speak, unless that's my vision. You know, my vision for myself is to be this amazing beauty guru, which I don't think it is. Like, I think I like to do a bit of everything, and I do love beauty, but I think just being consistent and having a bunch of segments on this channel is the way that I'm going to go, because it's what I love. Too much of the same thing just gets to me. So to answer someone's question, oh goodness gracious, I'll answer Steven Salmon's question. Love your MooTube shirt. I was wearing a MooTube shirt, I guess, last One Nightly Question. What was your first trip to New York? So my first trip to New York was because I actually fell in love with the guy who was living there. So I used to be part of this message board back in the, oh my gosh, early 2000s. And it was for an improv theater in New York City. And there was this guy who was really notorious on the site named Ben. And he started messaging me for some reason. And at first, like, from what I had seen on the boards, I always thought he was funny, but kind of like weird. But when he started messaging me, I saw how intelligent he was, and I also thought he was really cute. So he said, come to New York City and we can meet. And I, being a young 24 or 25-year-old woman, took the chance. And it's funny, too, when I was boarding the plane, the border guard, the United States border guard was like, so where are you going? I'm like, oh, I'm going to this guy's house in New York City. He's like, how do you know the guy? I'm like, oh, well, I met him off the internet. And he like just looked at me like so shocked, like, what is this young woman doing? And then he's like, you know, you should be careful. You can't trust everyone you meet off the internet. And, you know, back then the internet was such a new thing that it was like, what, people can connect who don't know each other and become friends on the internet? And of course he was American, so he assumed that I was going to get hurt. And I must have looked so young and so innocent back then. And I think I was a little bit more innocent back then. I don't know if I would jump on a plane now and just run to meet some guy, you know, that I met randomly online. I don't think I would. But necessarily, I guess it depends on the guy. I mean, I forget that I'm a good judge of character. So, but all that to say that I wouldn't be as romantic now as I was back then. So I went to New York City and it was amazing. It blew my mind. I mean, just such a great energy in that city, so much to see. Plus I was falling in love. So of course it made it better. And it's one of my favorite cities. Like, I love Montreal, Toronto, New York. And I haven't really been elsewhere other than LA and Florida. But my heart is always a little bit in New York City. So, and it was also the first place I went to an official YouTube meetup. I found out randomly that YouTube at its head office in Toronto, or rather, sorry, New York, was holding a meetup. And I spent the money just to go specifically for like a 3-hour long meetup. And it was totally worth it. I met Evan Edinger and a few other serious YouTubers there. So yeah, I love New York City, and that was my first trip. And what happened to me and Ben? Well, Ben and I went out for like a year and a bit, and then we had this kind of weird dynamic for like 6 or 7 years, and now we're just friends. We talk every once in a while, but not as much as we used to. But that's life, and I don't regret anything. It was a lovely time I had with him. And so if you guys have any other questions for me, ask them in the comment section down below, and I'm going to be more active here. But if you are missing me, I am producing a lot of stuff and edited stuff and stuff that takes time on Regote This and LOL Pervs. Regote This, by the way, I had a video this week that did 36,000 views, and I just put out a new parody commercial for the Super Bowl today. And on LOL Pervs, I started to get into a relationship with an invisible boyfriend. So look up Invisible Boyfriend if you want to find out about that, and the saga still continues. So my name is Davison, and I missed you guys, and I'm going to be more active here. I promise you, and real. Because you got to be yourself on the YouTubes. You can't be something that you're not. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So are you guys who you really believe you are? Are you guys authentic? Do you know what you want? Let me know in the comment section. Love you lots. Bye.